So it seems that the green agendaed, I hate my own people, socialist, useless git, Mark Drayford, has come up with another absolute flipping winner. He wants to reduce the speed in built-up areas in Wales to 20 mile an hour. This is a bad idea. Now, he said that him and other people have decided that it would be good for the environment, cut emissions, that it'll also be good for safety and reduce accidents. Let me have a think about this. Right, so cars hanging about with their engines running for longer, okay, is a good idea. Don't forget, the most economical speed for a vehicle is 56 miles an hour, or roughly around that, I believe it was. Growing up as a kid, they also used to say urban mileage and then mileage at 55 mile an hour, and the one at 55, 56 mile an hour was always the most economical. Now that's at continuous driving. And I know that stop-start driving is less economical, but the quicker you can get your trip done, the less your vehicle is running for. Obviously, if you've got electric vehicles, will this be any better or any worse? I don't know. I don't know about fuel or electric consumption for an electric vehicle. But this is going to be done for a few reasons. More control. Secondly, to absolutely suck any joy that you're still getting out of your driving, and to try and promote you to get on a bus, because buses probably won't have to adhere to that speed and they'll go down a bus route, and people will be sat there at 20 miles an hour or in a queue, probably moreover, and watch these vehicles go flying by. Everything they're doing at the moment is to trying to get you to go over onto public transport and give up that vehicle, give up your freedom. Now, another thing that I've noticed is as time goes on, more people are walking around like absolute zombies. Now you can come up with your own conclusions. I've got a few. We've literally taught our kids to look at the phone and nothing else. When you see them all sat around in a circle, they're all on their phones. They're not actually doing a great deal with each other. Adults are quite bad at this as well. And total distraction. So these people are more likely to get involved as a pedestrian in an accident by walking out into a road where a car's coming. So reducing the speed would help the vehicle to stop quicker, I'll give you that. The other thing is, since the last couple of years and a certain intervention, people seem to be more and more withdrawn and taking people away from society for any period of time. There's something that's called single player syndrome. And it's reckoning that a lot of people at the moment are almost treating life like they are it, that everything was made around them for them, and that nothing else, nobody else around them really actually exists. They're in their own reality. There's quite a few people out there like this, which is why also, having watched all of these films where people get slaughtered and losing any sort of, oh, that's horrible because they have no empathy. Not just that, 1 minute, we're just pulling forward a few inches. They also have a total lack of empathy anyway, because they've been brought up away from everybody. They've been brought up not to care, not to think about anybody else and whatever. So they don't actually look around them and think about anybody else might be doing something else. And some of them don't, they're just totally removed from reality and think that the whole world is geared up for them and nothing else, and nothing else is important. These people have absolutely no self-preservation, none, because they don't think anything will happen to them, because it's not meant to, because they're the main player, the main character, whatever you like. So you have those morons to deal with. So when you look at somebody who pulls out straight away in front of you, and you think, why'd you do that? You actually have to look at their reasoning for doing this. And some of them actually think that they're untouchable. They're immortal. They're the only player. That's it. And it's amazing. It's fucking dangerous. But this is a way we're breeding these useless kids and adults to be absolute victims. Darwin, all day long. But that's part of the reason I think they want to reduce the speed limit, because these people are susceptible to get wiped out. A bit like these cyclists. Some of the cyclists I see out there are clued up and all right. But some of them are absolute psychos. When I say psychos, no, just fucking lemmings. They've got no self-preservation. They think they own the road. They'll pull out, and you can't hit them because the law says. The law of the land may say something, but the laws of physics might mean that I won't be able to get around you because you just swerved in front of me, that I won't be able to stop because I'm 32 tons, all right, and my vehicle will only stop within a certain set amount of distance, and I'm within the speed limit, but because of your actions, I could kill you. Of course, I'll go to prison for it because that's how life works. But there you are. We've got lemmings all over the place, and they're having to adhere to it. So let me make you want to give up your car because you can't get anywhere anyway. And let me take care of these useless fucks that are walking around that are trying to get themselves killed because they're not capable of doing it for themselves anymore. That's what it seems to be. Anyway, looks like I'm going to have to move in a minute, so I'll wrap this up. But yeah, well done, Dreyford. You absolute moron. What you actually need to do is get the kids off their phones, mixing with each other, and send them out on some, I don't know, government-sponsored, you could get killed all the time you're looking at this and not looking around you. Try that one. That would be a good idea. Rather than reduce the speed limit down to 20 miles an hour. Because the other thing is people are going to break the speed limit. And you'll have speed traps everywhere, won't you? Because that's the kind of guys you are. Yeah, you'll have them everywhere earning revenue. They'll be earning big money. And what that'll do then, that'll just wind up the motorist even more, that you plan to tax even harder and the fuel cost, all the rest of it. And you really enjoy that, don't you? I think you're hung like a wasp. And I think you were bullied as a young man. And I think that you've got some inherent bitter and twistedness that you now need to exhort on people. That's what I think. Anyway, have a good day. I've got no aircon, so I've got to get the windows up and my cab is about to get filled with dust. Hey ho. See you in a bit.